Notice by prosecuting attorney of evidence and identification procedures pursuant to Rule 7.01. The evidence they received, they have checked these ones. Let's see. Evidence against the defendant obtained as a result of a search, seizure, or wiretappings. Confessions, admissions, statements. Evidence against defendant discovered as a result of confessions. So these will be the things that he said on his show, basically, I believe. And also, let me see, other observations of the defendant. And I believe there is also notice of disclosure by prosecution. Let's see. The prosecution, as pursuant to Rule 9.01, has disclosed this to the defendant. There is witnesses, trial witnesses, statement relating to the case, written or recorded, summary of oral statements, physical evidence, documents, and tangible objects, criminal record of defendant, exculpatory information, and other information. This is all dated the 29th of August. A big day in Minnesota. Big Friday in Minnesota. No, wait, the 29th is the Thursday. My mistake. And there's also a demand for discovery that has been issued as of Thursday. So this means that Aaron has to hand over all digital records, and that if he decides to destroy anything, that will be tampering with evidence. So it's too late to delete the single app. It's too late to erase your messages. Very unfortunate. This is an absolute L for the toe on Thursday, the 29th. Alrighty. Let's take a look how locals on Nick's Locals responded to this. Let's have a look. This is by The Promised One. P.S. Destroying the narrative against Lady Rackets, coming soon. So this is what you can look forward to. I have set a date next week to do this, but I'm busy with work, and I have to gather enough evidence to support my arguments. My initial thoughts are that she's a victim and has every right to file a criminal complaint against anyone who violates her privacy while breaking the law. Does this mean that the swinging allegations were true? No. Okay, buddy. All right. Let me see these mental gymnastics. I need to see. No, but it does mean that the Rekietas have terrible judgment in making friends. Case in point. Does this make Nick a hypocrite for going to the police when he has his own legal troubles? No, he's not the victim. Lady Rackets is. Okay. We have not heard her opinions concerning the police, and if she wants to call the police because someone is committing a crime against her, she should. You think people who are dealing with the justice system should never just call law enforcement or anything? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Legal mindset and potentially criminal, if that is your real name. And if you don't know, criminals deal with the cops all the time, even when they are victims themselves. Then why does Aaron have naked photos of Lady Rackets if they weren't swinging? The same reasons that we as local community have semi-naked pics of Lady Rackets. I'm not sure what argument this is. Look, Your Honor. Look. Well, I mean, this isn't really an argument to a judge, right? It's just it's an appeal to the audience. Look, we all know Nick's wife's a slag, so it's perfectly reasonable that Aaron would have pictures of her, right, guys? We still winning, right? Another L for the toe. This is like, oh my goodness. This is like pure liquid copium that even I can't produce in my copium labs. Very sad for me. I mean, I've tried to produce this much cope, but nobody can. The same reason we as a local community have semi-naked pictures of Lady Rackets. We're not banging Nick's wife. Is that... That's the real problem. This is the real anger coming from locals, that they want to be the one banging Nick's wife, but they only get to watch. They're all like the whole locals community. They're all the cucks. Oh my goodness. Is that what locals is now? The cuck shed. We're not banging Nick's wife. What makes you think he is? Well, I mean, obviously this is in regard to Aaron. Well, for one, he has full frontal nudie pictures of Kayla. They're all in the big hot tub together. There is no reason not to believe they're not swinging. Look, it's Occam's razor here, boys. The most reasonable, the simplest answer is that they were banging and they had a falling out. My assumption based on the arrest warrant is that two couples had signed up to a signaled group chat where they had shared too much intimate shit. This is an interesting... Do you guys just share pictures with your wife, with your bros? Is this a thing that Americans do? Is this reasonable? Is this the average state of the American male? Well, of course I send my bro pictures of my wife. Why not? Don't everybody? No. What if we've got to charge up our geo crystals together? We need some material to charge those crystals up. What are you worried about? Just let's go.
No, God! No! God, please, no! No! No!
No, I think this is some Kuma brain shit that doesn't happen. I have never sent a picture of a loved one, I don't have any sexy pictures of my loved one, right? And I haven't sent them. I wouldn't send them even if I did. That's ridiculous. That's some degenerate shit. That betrays every element of trust you have in a relationship. Just don't do it. Nick isn't the reason we as a public found out about this. It was Keanu Thompson, that rat, telling the world that Aaron sent a picture of naked Lady Rackets to Gino, which Keanu saw. I don't know if this is accurate. Because I think the chain of events here was that Aaron sent the photo to Gino, and then Gino probably showed it to Keanu. Surely that would be the chain of events. If we found out about it, which Keanu saw is why we found out about it. Nick has not spoken publicly about the nature of his relationship with the Imholtz. He has yet to confirm or deny the allegations of swinging. So there's still a chance it's not happening, guys. Even though it isn't hard to say that guy didn't my wife. But for some reason, Nick doesn't want to address this shit. The some reason he doesn't want to address that shit is because Aaron was balls deep in Kayla. I know some people say that just addressing false allegations give them credibility, but just outright denying them kind of helps. Yeah, it does. Nick should have said something. It seems strange to throw away almost 2 decades of marriage just because you get a bit bored, because you start to feel like your midlife crisis is coming. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me.